Howdy y'all, welcome back to Den Mill Heritage Farms. I'm a farmer. Hey, I just wanted to do another update real quick. We started putting the fencing in for the expansion of the paddock, and figured I'd show you the pigs and show you also the update on the shelter. So let's flip around. Here's these big guys here. I promise you, I think they got bigger today since this morning. They are doing very well, very happy, very healthy, and I'm thankful for that. So this is the update on the shelter. I was talking to some people on Facebook who have the red wattles and the pigs, and they were filling me in on some stuff, some really good, important info that I did not have. Very helpful. And they kind of told me that I probably wanted to close off the top portion of the shelter to keep the heat in when it gets really cold. Really good idea. I didn't even think about it, so I'm really glad they mentioned that. I also threw in some extra hay in here today, or straw. Let me flip around again. And I also put up some plastic. I have to get a little bit more so I can finish this side, and I'll probably do the back as well, just to try to insulate a little bit more. But this is where they're bedding down, and they really seem to love it. So, oh, they're going to get some water. So yeah, we are getting ready to expand the paddock here, and I'm going to show you what we did a little bit today. Thankfully, Noah came out and helped, and he was able to save me probably a half hour, 45 minutes work. So I'm really thankful that he was able to come out and help. But let me flip around again. So I'll go ahead and walk it while we're talking. This is, of course, the line. I have to get at least 4 more step-in posts to finish this off, and then all of this fencing will be good to go to at least start running the line. I'm sure I'll need some more here and there for the highs and the lows of the land, but we're really close to being able to do this. And once we get all of this posted up and get it all wired, then we will have to install a gate to open up into here. And I was trying to think about how I'm going to be doing this so I waste as little of that wire as possible, because that wire is not cheap, but it is really good stuff. So I think I have an idea. When we get back up there, I'll talk about it. But as you can see, this is going to be a really big expansion. There are a lot of rocks right at the surface and just under the surface that we're going to have to contend with. These are the step-in posts, by the way. Noah helped me with stepping them in while I was doing the driving down of these guys. So this is the corner here, and we're going to go all the way down here. Now I know it's not a perfect line. Some people will set up like a string or something, you know, from corner to corner and try to get it as perfect as possible, and that's great. I guess I'm too lazy for that. I like to do the eyeball. Yeah, looks fine, and then kind of move on. One reason I wanted to walk this and talk is because, as I've said a couple of times, I'm out of shape, and it's definitely going to help me to do this. By doing this, it's going to take up this entire field, which is no problem, because if not, I would just have to mow it just to mow it, and ain't nobody got time for that. So we just hit that other corner and we're turning and heading on back. But back to the people from Facebook, from that group. So many people, including these people, were talking about how the red wattles, which is the breed that we have, how the meat is so good that even at restaurants, the restaurants typically buy red wattle meat when they can, and people request it, that it's red wattle. So that's kind of exciting, as long as I'm not too attached to be able to eat them. I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case, but you know, time will tell. So we kind of rounded this point here, just because that's where I did the bush hogging a little bit, but either way, that post didn't go all the way down. He hit rock, that's why. There's so much rock out here, it's hard to get a good spot where it'll go all the way. There we go. There. So here we are, coming right back up. So, sorry. Here we are, back to the fence. Bear with me. So yes, they gave a lot of good info, including food. I'm referring to the Facebook group that was talking to me, and I guess I was very slightly underfeeding the pigs. Nothing horrendously or anything like that, just a little bit. And they said I should be free feeding for the first, until they're 75 pounds, which they've got to be getting close to 45 or 50 right now. So I filled their food, and I still think they only ate what I normally feed them anyway, but that's okay. Makes me feel better that I wasn't starving them. So here we are, back at the fence. Let me flip this around. So obviously this is the solar unit, and I think in order to not waste so much wire, I think I'm going to tie in right here, put in a wooden post, and then a wooden post somewhere in here, well, hello, to put in a gate, a swing gate. And then I'm just going to open up the gate here and let them, you know, wander into here whenever they would want. They're still going to have access to come back here to the pond or up to their shelter, their water, and then their food. So I'm just going to give them a chance to do whatever they want, because they're working the land really good, really good. I just don't want them to get bored. So I've heard a bored pig is a bad pig. If they get bored, they're going to be trying to get out. If they get hungry, they're going to be trying to get out. So that's a good thing to know and to avoid. So I was also able to speak with them about, you know, breeding and stuff like that. And they were able to give a lot of good information. And hopefully I will be able to utilize and remember all of that information they gave. But that is it. That's the update here. Let's go back to the important ones. There they are. Yep, it's all about you guys. Yeah, get it. Get you some. Yeah. All right. So I'll show you a little bit. You can just see they're tilling it. You're tilling it. Anyway, so this is a way that I would have never walked up prior to them working it, you know. But I mean, you can just see that they have, I mean, they've done such a great job. I'm so happy about it. It has rained the last few days off and on, so that's helping with the water level a little bit. And then, hello? See? I told you one of the last videos, wherever I go, they tend to just come over and just start rooting. So that's cool. But they're bringing up all these rocks, you know, the size of my foot almost. This one here is, I mean, bigger than my foot. And they just move it around like it's nothing. Here's the rest of them coming. Yep. They snort like I do when I'm sleeping. Anyway. So that's that. I will stop boring you. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to ask. Feel free to comment. I will respond. Thank you all for watching, for dealing with me, for listening to the boredom sometimes. I'm learning this, of course. If you have ideas of how to do photo editing, or video editing I should say, so where I can incorporate little clips from here to there and kind of show them both, and I can pause and keep going kind of thing, that would be great. I have no idea how to do any of that. One of my buddies had mentioned to work on the thumbnails of the videos, and it took me a little bit to figure that out, but thankfully I was able to get that. So just any comments, any suggestions would be great. Just try to keep them to where they are going to be helpful. So thank you all. Hit the subscribe button, please. Hit that like button, please. And God bless you, and we will see you soon.